Welcome to this video, 100 tips and tricks in ABAP Tip 22. So basically, if you're working in ABAP and make some changes, then you will save your changes into a Workbench transport, or sometimes if you are changing some customizing entries, then you are saving your changes into a customizing transport. It is recommended and it's quite useful if you just would like to transport some changes from the development system into the quality system, that you're using transport of copies. Transport of copies won't be transported into the productive system, but therefore you can remain and keep your initial created transport as they are, and you not have to create for every single change an additional workbench or an additional customizing change. So you can just include your changes into a transport of copies, release the transport of copies, and then import this transport of copies in the target in the quality system. Of course, if you would like to transport your changes from the development system to the quality and then to the productive system, you have to release your initially created transports, the workbench and the customizing transports, move them into the quality system, and then move them into the productive system. And therefore you can reduce the number of created transports and have a way better overview instead of having a list of 100, 200 transports. Instead of that, you're having just a way smaller amount of transports. And what is important in transport? So if we go into the transport organizer, the transaction SE01, then if we open up here one transport, then it's very important also to follow a naming convention of the description of a transport. So I think here it's just a suggestion for you. You can create and define your own naming convention, but it's highly recommended to follow up some naming conventions and to use naming conventions. It's way easier to collect and to group your transports later on. So my recommendation is first of all, defining some ID of a project, of a change that all of your changes are belonging to. So here in this case, I'm using a project ID. Then the next one is basically when you start with this project or when you start with this change basically. So therefore you can use the date, so the day, the month and the year. And next to it in parentheses, I am using an ID of the type of the transport. So W for workbench, C for customizing, T for transport of copies, and L for local transport. And here basically then you have a description. And here, if you want to, you can double click and you can still correct the description if you want to. And then you have basically your structure that you can easily use and follow up. And by the way, because at the beginning I have described already to use transport of copies, so let's directly show how this is gonna work. So therefore you have to click on this create button. Then you have to click on transport of copies. Here, as mentioned, you have to enter a naming convention, so the project, then for example a ID for date, then the ID of the type of the transport, and then changing logic for posting in my room. Here, if you can specify the target. I leave it right now. So then you have created your transport of copies, and then we're going back, and then basically under transport, now I would also like to display everything. You could also have copied the transport number, the task number earlier, but here I don't know it by heart, so I would like to display it once again. And here I have my tasks, and it's very important to, with Control Y, you can copy the task number, not copy the transport number, the task number, where the changes are listed. And then with Control C, you can copy it. And then down here, you have your transport of copies. So you have to select this. And then here you have to go to include objects. And then here you have to paste in the task number. And then you have to click on copy. And then you can see that the object entries were added. Here you can see that those were added. You can double click, then all of the changes will be listed. And here you can click on this, then you can release this transport. And then in the target system, you go into the transaction STMS and import there the transport of copies. So here you can see that the initial created transport is still open. So if you make any changes, you can still link your changes to this transport, and you have already changed into the quality system. So this will reduce the number of transports that will go into the productive system later on, and you have a way better overview. So therefore, using transport of copies is really, really useful. And you also should follow the naming conventions. Yeah, and by said this, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions left, please put them in the comment sections. Please like this video, and please do not forget to subscribe this YouTube channel, because there will be 78 more useful videos about ABAP tips and tricks in the future. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.